Yeah, we knew you were coming, but we didn't know when. All we knew for sure is that you're coming again. So we wait like children, falling in line. And we know that it's just a matter of time that you'll be coming again. You'll be coming again.
Hello and welcome to SCV-Arts and Entertainment.
I'm Dr. Bob.
And I'm Gloria Locke. We have a great show for you today, and it's all about you, why the arts are important to you and to our community. So let's kick it off with Dr. Bob and say, Dr. Bob, do you have a prescription for us for feeling good with the arts?
If I could write a prescription for you, it would probably be to listen to 1 hour of your favorite music artist a day. And that should make you feel better.
That always makes me feel better. When I listen to music, when I do art, I've got to have a better day. So you have a new song out right now, and it's
called What a Digital World This Has Become. I was a little challenged with the internet. I know some of us are navigating, and so the song lends itself to that, and it's just a fun take on our frustrations with navigation on the internet, and I think you'll like it.
It's really good, and I have to admit, you are my favorite songwriter.
Oh, thank you.
So I could listen to that over and over for an hour. And if you're ready right now, let's kick it off with Dr. Bob, What a Digital World.
Don't know much about the internet. Don't know much about Twitter yet. Don't know much about Facebook or that dang computer class I took. All I know is that I can't log in. Forgot my password, I don't know my PIN. What a digital world this has become. Don't know much about YouTube or Yelp. With LinkedIn and Dropbox, well, I still need help. Don't know much about Yahoo. When I'm excited, well, that's what I do. Don't know how to blog or save a file. But if somehow this video goes viral, what a digital world this would be. Now, I don't claim to know what a hashtag is. Thought that was something that you smoked. You see, all my life it's been a pound sign. Whoever changed it is a stupid bloke. Don't know much social media. And what the hell is Wikipedia? Don't know much about Snapchat. Don't know how to Google this or that. I really hate that old computer class. Makes me feel like such a stupid. What a digital world this has become. I don't know how to blog. Internet. Friend request. I don't even know you. Facebook yet. Hey, where'd that pic go? Snapchat. Now how would I know? Google that. Endorsements? How about a job? LinkedIn. 4 numbers? What? Forgot my PIN. What a digital world this has become.
From the streets to the stage, the arts are springing up in Santa Clarita. College of the Canyons Teach program welcomed patrons to the Santa Clarita Performing Arts Center for TheaterWorks USA's production of Peter Pan.
Fathers and mothers and grandfathers, grandmothers, it's important that we participate with kids and grandkids at each of these.
I actually did Peter Pan when I was a teacher at my school, so I'm excited about seeing this too and taking my granddaughter for her first time to see a play.
And we really like Peter Pan.
It's a wonderful event because TheaterWorks USA, who is the producer of this performance, does, in my opinion, phenomenal shows for young audiences that are terrific not just for kids but also for adults.
Well, I have a special friend here with me. His name is Caden. Right? And he is a first grader at Meadows School, and he makes a mean Captain Hook. How about a little arg?
Arg.
You'll get there. And he is going to introduce the show. So without further ado,
Please welcome Peter Pan.
thank you.
Really encourages play and imagination instead of looking at devices all day. So we think it's really great, and we've seen so many kids get really inspired, and we've heard stories that they go home and play with their toys for their parents and they haven't in years.
My favorite character is Peter Pan and Tinkerbell because Tinkerbell, she's like a lot of magic and she could do a lot of stuff, and Peter Pan, he can fly.
Why are you here as Captain Hook? Do you love him? Tell me why.
Well, Captain Hook, I like to think of as the most childish of them, of all the cast of Peter Pan, right? He's got some evil laughs and he wants nothing more than to defeat Peter Pan.
It's nice getting to create kind of a childlike world, and so I'm trying to take that into real life and play more and enjoy, the surroundings.
One of the things that our show really wants to portray to kids is that they can make their own theater. In the show, we use our stuffed animals to show that we're flying. And that's something that kids can do at home in their playrooms and in their bedrooms. And so that's part of our mission, is to show children that they have the power to create their own theater.
I would encourage kids to use their imagination, that anything is possible, and to be yourself. You do your best, God does the rest.
Visit canyonspack.com for more theater, where growing up is optional. For SCV-Arts and Entertainment, I'm Gloria Locke.
Creativity is very important for students because it allows them to express themselves, whether it's through drawing, dancing, playing instruments. It allows them to personally express it the way they like it.
I worked in the entertainment business as a stage manager doing live theater, and I was a theater major in college, and that's what I love to do. And one of the things I like is bringing my experience and what little expertise I have to my students, and to watch them be very creative. It's a lot of fun.
There's so many art in my school, Golden Valley, and there are like theater, music, show choir, like how kids express themselves. So yeah.
As they grew up, I had a piano, a little piano, something like this one here behind us here, but it was small, much smaller than this one. And that's all we did. That's all we did was sing and play the piano. That's from sun up to sundown. That's all they liked to do, was to come out. And I kept it in the garage, and we sang so we wouldn't not to disturb the neighbors. And we sang and we played.
I don't think I'd be able to breathe without music. It's the breath and the life in me, and I've been singing since, oh goodness, I was a little girl, but really out of my comfort zone since I was about 13. And I just absolutely love everything about it. It's expressive, it's emotional, it's healing. People don't realize how powerful music is, and when you're a child and you let those things come into your ear gate, you have to be careful in what you're listening to, whether it's that heavy metal or that rap or whatever it may be. Those lyrics are very powerful, and it can impede them in a way that they're not even aware of, and they outside of that they're acting out because of the music that they're listening to. And so I try to teach my children, be careful what you listen to, because you never know how it's going to affect you. It can make you angry and you don't know why. It can make you anxious and you don't know why. And when I incorporate different types of music, in their regimen, you see a difference in the way that they act. You really do. So it's a very powerful instrument.
I just want to make these ridiculous things. These things to just consume someone and give them an experience, I don't know, I love watching people interact with it. Makes me happy.
That's a funny question. It isn't that it's important for me to be an artist, it's just what I am. There really isn't a choice. I paint, it's what I do.
For one, I want to be able to help other people, with the passion that they have. Like, she loves to paint and draw, and I'm here to help her, and it's all.
Why is it important? Because I love to paint, and I will take any opportunity to do so.
I got a lot of stuff out growing up, and art helped me through the roughest times in my life. And I look back and I look at my paintings and drawings from the hardest periods of my life, and I think, boy, was I messed up. I went through some dark times, and somehow came out. Now I have a beautiful wife, 2 beautiful boys. Bought my first home here in Castaic. I grew up in Santa Clarita Valley, and a lot of my art is about my experience here. And in doing so, I learned about myself. I kind of have thought about it a lot over the years, and I believe that I've narrowed it down to 3 things: that I use art to express, I use it to explore, and I use it to experience. I like the fact that there's 3 E's, but those are the 3 words that I really felt like narrowed it down. Because I may start a painting or an idea with some huge dramatic plan in mind, but then what comes out is something completely different, and I have to go with it. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm really dealing with inside. And the name of this painting is Like Me Please, based on the premise that everybody is on Facebook, and we all want people to like us. We want them to like our posts. We want them to like what we're doing, what we're thinking, what we're saying. And isn't it amazing that so many people just want to be liked? Millions, billions of people want to be liked. They want people to like their stuff and to care. And that's what it's all about. So this is my simple way of expressing that.
I'm a producer in the Santa Clarita Valley at SCV-TV. And at age 7, I played the piano at the church. And for 40 years, I played the piano at the church. One day, I decided I wanted to have art on the walls of my home. So I picked up my brush, January 1st, the year 2000. So I'm a 21st century, oil on canvas artist. And I paint how I feel. I make jewelry. I've designed 5,000 homes as an interior designer for a career. And I've made and designed furniture for my homes. And I am a creative person, a designer. I'm just flowing with creative energy, and I give it away every chance I get.
My name is Kayleen Parker. I'm a professional musical theater actress, singer, and dancer. This is Lady Macbeth from Macbeth by Shakespeare. What beast wast then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did then it here, yet you would make both. They have made themselves, and that their fitness now does unmake you. I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face. Shakespeare, it's like the foundation. It's like if you want to be a dancer, you have to study ballet. If you want to be a professional actor, you need to study Shakespeare. It's the language, the diction, it's managing the words and the flow, the rhythm, and it puts it all together, and that helps you be a better presence on stage and on film. Without the arts, we don't experience a full range of expression or communication as a society. Not everyone is verbal, not everyone is linguistic. Some people see things and they need to put those things on paper. Some people feel things and they need to express those things physically. Some people see things and they need to express that vision. Without the arts, we are condemning a large portion of our society to non-expression, and we are robbing ourselves of their expression.
I'm here because I want to spend time with my mom, and I'm interested to see what the show is about.
I believe it's extremely important to bring beauty into people's lives through Shakespeare, who is the most well-known writer in the English language, and his stories are timeless.
Live theater is where it's at. We can see movies, we can read books, we can see videos, not the same as live theater.
I love the arts, all of the arts, and I am an artist in Santa Clarita, and I think it's really important that we embrace as much art as we can get out here in any form.
Romeo and Juliet is an important lesson for the 9th graders that study it in almost every high school across the country. It's not a love story, it's a story about impetuous behavior, Ninth graders are still living this story, and it's important to tell this story and for students to hear the language. Studying Shakespeare without hearing the language or watching it performed is like studying Mozart or Beethoven or Elvis without listening to the music and watching the performance.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. Did my heart love till now? Forswear it, sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
So Romeo has been at this party for 2 minutes, and he's already fallen in love with the first girl he sees.
This fine boy should be a Montague. Why, how now, Tybalt, wherefore storm you?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe. A villain that is hither come in spite to scorn our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain, Romeo.
Content thee, gentle coz, let him alone. I would not for the wealth of all the town here in my house do him disparagement. Therefore be patient, take no note of him.
I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis not thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. I have forgot why I did call you back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
It's almost morning. Would have thee gone. Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Good morrow, father! What early tongue so sweet saluteth me?
Thou art uproused by some distemperature. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin, wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline, my ghostly father? No. I have forgot that name, and that name's Woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thee ere thou ask it me again. I have been feasting with mine enemy.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
And plainly know my heart's dear love is set upon the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on her, so hers is set on mine. And all combined, save what thou must combine by holy marriage, when and where we met, we wooed, we made exchange of vow, I'll tell thee as we pass. But this I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy Saint Francis, what a change is here! Is Rosaline, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken?
And therefore, if ye should deal double with her, well, it would be an ill thing to offer any gentlewoman, and a very weak dealing.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady and mistress. I do protest unto thee.
Oh, good Lord, in faith I will tell her as much. Lord, Lord, she will be a joyful woman.
What wilt thou tell her? That does not mark me.
I will tell her, sir, that you do protest, which I take it is a gentlemanlike offer.
Bid her devise some means to come to Shrift this afternoon, where there she shall in Friar Lawrence cell be shrived and married. Here is for thy pains.
Oh, no, truly, sir, not a penny.
Oh, go to, I say you shall.
This afternoon, sir? Well. Well. She shall be there.
Harry Cupid, he rules us all. Caper the caper and sing me the song. Death will come soon to hush us along. Sweeter than honey and bitter as gall. Love is a task and it never will pall. Sweeter than honey and bitter as gall. Cupid, he rules us all.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot. The Capulets abroad, and if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl, for these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Come, thou art as hot a jack as any in Italy!
On my head, here comes the Capulet.
By my heel, I cannot!
Gentlemen, good den, a word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us? Couple it with something, make it a word and a blow.
Mercutio, thou consortest with Romeo.
Consort! Dost thou make us minstrels? And thou make minstrels of us look to hear nothing but discords. Students, here's my fiddlestick. that shall make you dance. Zounds, consort!
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw to some private place or reason coldly your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were meant to look, so let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure, I.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man. Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none. Therefore, farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy! This shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore, turn and draw.
I do protest I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
Oh, come! Dishonorable! Vile submission! Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me, good king of cats, but one of your 9 lives? Will you pluck your sword out of his pilcher by the ears? I am for you.
Good Mercutio, put that rapier up!
Come, sir. Your passado.
Being on stage, it's new and fresh, and it's nothing beats seeing a live performance.
And it brings up something very human and very real, especially when you're talking about Shakespeare. They're timeless and they're still relevant, even 600, 500 years later.
And I think trying to keep Shakespeare here, to get into our high schools and elementary schools, but also for the general public to enjoy. It's a great thing to support.
Great Mercutio's dead! Here comes the veriest Tybalt back again!
Now, Tybalt, take the villain back again that late thou gavest me. For Mercutio's soul is but a little above our heads, staying for thine to keep him company. Either thou, or I, or both must go with him.
Thou, wretched boy, that did consort him here, shall with him hence.
Yeah, we knew you were coming, but we didn't know when. All we knew for sure is that you're coming again. So we wait like children, falling in line. And we know that it's just a matter of time. She'll be coming again. You'll be coming again. You'll be coming again. Felt it in my heart, I knew it in my mind.